Welcome to another episode of our classes. Let's look at a quick question on the board. The question says the product of the ages of Adu and Tanko is 9 less than Akofa's age. If Tanko is 4 years older than Adu and Akofa's age is if Tanko is 4 years older than Adu and Akofa's age is 6 times Tanko's age, find Akofa's age. So our main aim here is to find Akofa's age. So we have three persons here. We have Tanko, we have Adu, and we have Akofa. So we start with detecting who the youngest person is amongst the three. So let's look at this part. If Tanko is 4 years older than Adu, that shows that Tanko is older than who? Adu. And then we are told that Akofa is 6 times Tanko's age to show that Akofa is older than Tanko and Tanko is older than what? Adu. So Adu is the youngest here. So we assume the youngest age. So let's say let Adu's age be, say, Y. Let Adu's age be Y. If Adu's age is Y, from the question we have Tanko age. So Tanko's age is Y. Remember, 4 years older, that is plus 4. Since I know Adu's age, I add 4 to it because it's 4 years older than Adu. And then Akofa's age is, from the question, 6 times Tanko's age. So that's 6 of Y plus 4, which will give us, which is equals to 6y. If I open up this 6 times y, 6y, 6 times 4, 24. That's Akofa's age from there. So now we have gotten the ages, but we don't know the actual age. We want to determine the actual age of Akofa. So let's look at the other part of the question. So we are told that the product of the ages of Adu and Tanko, we find the product, that's to say y times y plus 4 would give us, okay, the product is 9 less than Akofa's age. Akofa's age here is what? 6y plus 24, but it is 9 less than, that's minus 9. Remember, less than is minus, so it's 9 less than, that's why we are using minus 9. If it was 9 more than, we have added 9 to Akofa's age. So with this, let's open up and see what we can get. So y times y here will give us y square, y times 4, 4y. We can bring this 6 to this side, so that we have minus 6y is equals to 24 minus 9 will give us 15. Okay, so if we do this and bring this one here, we are going to have the y square plus, 4y minus 6y will give us minus 2y. 15 crosses to this side because minus 15 is equals to 0. So it has formed a quadratic equation that needs to be solved whether by factorization or by completing the squares method or by formula. Let's see if it is factorizable. So here, this times this will give us minus 15y squared. Now what are the products of 15? We have 5 and 3. 5 and 3 will give me 15. Remember, I told you in our last video on factorization that if the product is negative, it means that one of the factor is positive and the other one is negative. So this is supposed to be 5y and 3y. So one of our factor will be positive and one will be negative. But let's look at the middle term. The middle term here is negative. Since the middle term is negative, that means the bigger factor is negative. So that means 5y carries the negative sign. Alright, so we rewrite this. We replaced minus 2y with minus 5y and plus 2y. So we are going to have y squared plus 2y. Let's start with the plus because of the 15. 2 and 15 doesn't have anything in common to be factorized. That's why I'm writing 2 before the 5. Now minus 5y minus 15 is equals to 0. So what's common here? This y is common, so that I will have y plus 2 as remaining. Remember, just open y plus 2 minus 5y divided by y will give us minus 5y divided by y will give us minus 5. That's what's outside there. So if we pick these two up, we're going to have y minus 5 inside a bracket, multiply y plus 2 all equals to 0. So this is going to be that y minus 5 is equals to 0 or y plus 2 is equals to 0. So if our minus 5 crosses, we're going to have that y is equals to 5 or y is equals to minus 2. Now, since the ages of people cannot be negative, then we cannot use y is equals to minus 2. We can only use y is equals to 5. So, remember our co-fast age. Therefore, our question, our co-fast age is now equal to, where you have y, you change it to what? 5. Remember, change it to 5. So, that will give us 6 times 5 plus 24. So that will give us 6 times 5, which is what? 30 plus 24. So that will give us 30 plus 24, 54. So Akofa is 54 years old. That's the solution to the question. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and share, and also drop your comment. Thank you and remain blessed.